So for Gus, I couldn't leave him out either on doing some fun agility stuff. He was fantastic with the up and over. Like, he accomplished this almost from the very beginning, unlike Frankie, who took a little bit before he would do it. Um, Gus would also start launching himself off of this as well, which again, no surprise. But for someone who is a little nervous with like your landing way, he took to this really well. I also started working on Take It with him. He started walking away with it with me, where he was like, "Oh look," and then towards the end, he had no interest in it. So it may be a one and done type skill, where he realizes he just has to sit in there and hold it for me. For Gus, I also work on those skills and leave it in leash work, but getting him to have other things that engages his brain and get him focus are kind of fun little tidbits for him. I also worked on a under command. So basically it's a down stay underneath your legs. It's one of the service commands I like to teach. So in public, if you're out on a lunch or dinner or grabbing coffee and you want them tucked up by the way, it's one of the ways where you can put them in a certain spot with you. Now, here's something that I'm working with Gus and not Frankie. I'm working on Gus on wagging his tail on command. So one part capturing the behavior, the other part luring the behavior. So this is where I was asking for a sit and I was trying to move him so you could see his tail. So I basically take the bottom three of my fingers and wiggle them. And then when he wiggles his tail, I reward. And this is where I'm making goofy noises, talking in excitable voices. "Oh my goodness, you're such a good boy." And he's like, "Oh, what?" Tail starts going. "Yes, wag your tail." Treat. So I'm triggering it, but then at the same time, rewarding it. Now, I don't know if you've taught him spin left and right, but he has these down pat. So I'm assuming that you've taught him before. He was very good with his directions. So probably next time I will mess with him on going around objects on command as well. But very good with his circles. And then I also worked on center with him, which again, he picks up tricks a little bit faster than Frankie. He's a little bit more fearless when he's working with a human. Frankie's definitely hesitant of, "I don't trust this or you, but I do, but I don't." And Gus is like, "Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I can do that. Let's do it." He's definitely a lot more willing to focus on this, and that could be something that we integrate in some of his reactivity options that he's doing. Sometimes if we distract the dog and redirect, it can be a trick. It doesn't have to be a core skill. So something fun to think about. But I was really working with him on just some fun stuff to get his brain going. Let me know if you have any questions.